In this video, guys, I'm going to talk about how to improve your trading composure. Stay tuned. Hey traders, very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, so trading composure, calm, composed, relaxed, shoulders back, breathing deeply, observing the market, observing some of the things going on, looking at your screens, taking the data in, taking some of the moves in, writing down some notes, planning, anticipating. That's the cool, calm trader you want to be, not the other trader who's rare, he's stressed, shallow breathing, and he's reacting, long, short. I'm exaggerating, as you know, but you want to be on the calm side. You want to be so composed and calm that you've seen it all. Even if you haven't seen it all, that you feel like you have, the markets are falling through the floor. You're like, okay, does this create an opportunity for me? Is this a level I want to consider getting long at? What pattern? Or am I looking for a pullback short? Or am I waiting for the next rhythm of the market to occur because this is too volatile? It's that calmness. And as a trader, we beat ourselves up a little bit because we expect to be so composed and calm. And what is a very stressful environment, especially if you're a developing trader in your early years, you can't expect to be immediately calm and relaxed and composed. It's going to take time. You've got to be a little bit more kinder to yourself. You want to be this trader here who's thinking about his plan. That's a trading plan, by the way, and his process. You don't want to be the trader here who's thinking about money disappearing, all this kind of stuff. You want to be relaxed. You want to be focused on risk, but you still want to be, hey, right, I need to take into what's going on. I need to take in all the data that's coming into me. So some of the ideas and tips to do this, guys, is this. Number one, I'm a big fan of visualization. Done a whole thing about this, a video about this before. Not going to go over it. Very briefly, I'll say to you, if you can practice putting yourself into the positions that you don't want to be in and then practice your preferred response in your mind, that is going to work wonders for you because you are getting multiple practices of this. In other words, hey, I feel myself, the market's doing this. I've got the urge to trade. I just walk away from the screen. Practice that again and again and again and again, because otherwise you're only getting one chance to practice that, and that's in the real world where money's on the line, and we end up failing, and we're annoyed, and we've done all this frustration. So visualization is a great thing. Second thing is just to take stock of your physical situation or physical stance or how you are physically. Physical being, mode, for want of a better word. You're there. You want to be relaxed. You don't want to be hunched over the screen. You don't want to be, you want to be kind of just relaxed. And your breath has got to be a little bit, just breathing a little bit slower and just taking stock of that can help loads. You're just like, okay, just breathe and just look at the market and observe. And running through a little checklist in your mind helps me loads as well. So the market's chaos and you feel like you're getting, okay, well, let me just remind myself of my key levels, remind myself of the patterns I'm looking for, remind myself what time of day are we, remind myself of all the things that are important to me to trade, and meanwhile just breathing deeply, just bringing yourself back to that centered point. Because the further you go away, the more excited you get, the more frustrated you get, the more reactive you get, the more likely it is to bang, pull the trigger and trade on tilt. Then you're really caught in it. Then you're going to get stuck in this now. You need to just practice these things and actually practice them when the market's shut. So Sunday night, just practice. Sit at your trading desk and imagine the screen's there. And just imagine, how am I sitting at my desk? Do you need to adjust some things on your desk? Do you need to get yourself a standing desk? Do you need to adjust your chair position? Where do you want your chair to be? What do you want in front of your desk? Does it need to be tied? You need to have a notepad. And imagine yourself, okay, I'm here. I've got my notepad, I've got my screens there, I'm sitting upright, I'm calm, I'm seeing the market do whatever it wants, I'm seeing it, and visualize all these people doing crazy stuff and you're like, okay, well, I'm waiting for my opportunity. My opportunity is X. You mark up your chart, you do your little bits, you pull your lines in, you put your hours in, your notes, market comes to your level, you execute without hesitation, your risk is in, your target's in, however you play the game. Bang, the outcome is the outcome. That's the way you want to be as a trader. And so practicing that when the market is closed is, I think, imperative. It's absolutely imperative to do that, because otherwise you're only getting involved in it, in the thick of it, and it's very hard, and we beat ourselves up when we don't perform as we want. But how we expect to perform when we can't practice, and the only practice we get is real world. And so you've got all this time where you're real world, ouch, real world, ouch, real world, ouch, real world, ouch, and you've got no practice zone. So create your own practice zone. So, okay, I'm going to practice my breath, I'm going to practice my breath work, I'm going to practice my journaling, I'm going to practice my note taking, I'm going to practice how I set up for the trade, and just put it all together and run through that process at your desk on a Sunday night. This might sound stupid, but if you want to make it work, you've got to do these type of things, guys. You know, some people just laugh and go, oh, that's ridiculous. Well, ridiculous is your performance, pal. That's what's ridiculous. Look at your P&L. Now, do you want to improve it or not? And they're like, oh, well then, is it ridiculous to spend 15 minutes doing this? And if it works, what's the ROI on that? If it doesn't work, what have you lost? Nothing. You know, these are little things that make the difference. These are little things that these guys who are killing it, and not just necessarily killing it, the guys who have turned their trading around from down, 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 down to actually now, hey, decent week, decent month, decent quarter. These are the guys who are doing little things like this. Maybe not this specific thing because everyone develops their own way of doing it, but they're like, you know what? I record the day. And I go back and I play it out and I play back that sequence and I play back that sequence and I play back that sequence and I think, how could I have done better? How could I have done better? What did I not see? You know, these little things, you're like, wow, you really are putting in the work. Yeah, because I want to get better at pulling the trigger on that engulfing candle pattern. You know, whatever it may be. So the point is, guys, is the work is done outside the market. And so to get the trading composure you want, you have to go to a point of this obsessive nature where you go, hey, I'm going to practice being composed even when the market's closed. And it's going to be harder when the market's open. Of course it is. But if you have a propensity to go on tilt and break rules and do all these other things and break your discipline, your psychology goes to pot, then this practice is just what puts you in the mode and sets you apart from the mob. Because that's why you're watching this video. That's why this has caught your eye, this title. Because you want to set yourself apart. You want to improve your composure and the way you approach the market. And so this may not work for you. But what if it does? What if you go, hey, you know what? Practicing that type of thing when the market's shut, change my trading. Wow, what an ROI that is. Take care, guys. See you next one. Bye-bye.